Good morning! Welcome back to our daily cafe chat. I'm Emily.
And I'm Lisa. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Can you believe it? It's the last day of February already.
Wait, really? This month flew by so fast. And March starts tomorrow, so spring is right around the corner.
I know! A perfect weekend to wrap up the month.
I love that. So what's on the menu today?
Today is Saturday, February 28th, 2026, and we have an amazing lineup. First, Italian grandmothers were asked to taste chain restaurant pasta, and their reactions were brutal. Oh no, I can already picture angry Italian grandmothers shaking their fingers at a plate of spaghetti. Second, the Louvre Museum in Paris just got a brand new director, and he has an enormous challenge ahead.
Wait, is the Louvre in trouble?
More than you think. And third, Las Vegas just scored its first ever non-stop flight to Australia.
Vegas to Australia? That sounds like the ultimate vacation combo.
But first, if you are new here, welcome. Every day, we turn real-world news into a casual 10-minute cafe chat to help you build natural English skills.
No boring textbooks, just two friends talking and having fun over coffee.
It is perfect for listening and shadowing practice. Hit subscribe so you can join us every single day. Now, today's keyword is non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable? Like when your boss says, this deadline is non-negotiable.
Exactly. It means something that absolutely cannot be changed or compromised.
Oh, I use that all the time. Like, my morning coffee is completely non-negotiable.
Perfect. Let's see how it connects to our stories today. Let's start with our first story. A food magazine called Eating Well asked 6 Italian grandmothers to rate chain restaurant pasta.
6 real Italian nonnas?
Oh, this is going to be amazing. These were not just any grandmothers. One of them, Nonna Fina, has almost 1 million followers on Instagram.
Wait, 1 million? She's an influencer, Nonna?
She really is. And another one, Elizabeth Williams, literally wrote a cookbook about Creole Italian food in New Orleans. So these grandmothers are the real deal. They know their pasta inside and out. Exactly. So the magazine asked them to try pasta from popular American chain restaurants.
And let me guess, they hated everything.
Pretty much. The complaints were brutal and incredibly consistent across all 6 of them.
What were the big problems?
Number 1, the pasta was always overcooked. Number 2, way too much sauce piled on top. And number 3, everything was too salty. Overcooked, drowning in sauce, and salty. That is basically the opposite of Italian cooking. One of them, Fran Sidney, who is originally from Italy, described it as, quote, salty, excessively dressed with sauces we do not use. Sauces we do not use. That is so savage and so elegant at the same time. And Olive Garden specifically came up. One Nonna, Annette Ferrano, said flat out, it really isn't Italian.
I mean, she is not wrong. But millions of Americans eat there thinking it is authentic Italian.
That is the interesting tension. For these grandmothers, quality and simplicity are non-negotiable.
There's our key word. So what would they actually order at a chain?
Here's the funny part. The safest bet, according to them, was lasagna or manicotti.
Really? Why those?
Because even if the pasta is overcooked, in lasagna, it just melts into the cheese and sauce. So the damage is hidden.
Oh my gosh, so their best advice is basically order the dish where you can't tell they messed up.
Pretty much. And Nonna Fina said chains should just focus on one thing, a really good tomato passata. Simple, fresh, done right. That's it. No fancy tricks needed. But you know what I love about this? These grandmothers are not trying to be mean. No, they genuinely care about food quality. Like, this is personal for them. Exactly. Cooking with love and good ingredients, that's non-negotiable in their world. I honestly feel like flying to Italy right now and eating real homemade pasta. Moving on to our second story. The Louvre Museum in Paris has a brand new director.
The Louvre. That is literally the most famous museum in the world, right?
It is the most visited museum in the world, and right now it is in serious trouble.
What kind of trouble? Is the building falling apart?
Actually, kind of. There are water pipe leaks, staff strikes, and the previous director just resigned.
Wait, the director quit? Why?
Laurence Descartes was actually the first female director in the Louvre's history. But she faced enormous pressure. There was a massive renovation project, staff conflicts, and then the disaster hit. Disaster? What happened? In October, thieves broke into the Louvre and stole crown jewels worth 88 million euros. Oh, we actually covered that story twice on this channel. We did, and it is still shocking every time. They did it in less than 8 minutes. 8 minutes? That is not even enough time to find the bathroom in there. The heist exposed massive security failures, and public confidence dropped fast. So who is the new person trying to fix all of this? His name is Christophe Larabeau. He's 62 years old and was previously running Versailles Palace. From Versailles to the Louvre, that's going from one legendary landmark to another. And his biggest challenge is a renovation project called Nouvelle Renaissance. It costs 800 million euros. 800 million? What does that include? A new entrance near the Seine River to reduce crowding, and a dedicated room for the Mona Lisa with timed access.
A private room for Mona Lisa? She is finally getting the VIP treatment she deserves.
On top of that, there was a ticket fraud scandal. Employees siphoned over 10 million euros in fake tickets over a decade.
Wait, the museum's own employees were committing fraud?
Yes. So the new director has to deal with stolen jewels, leaking pipes, staff fraud, and an 800 million euro renovation.
That is not a job. That is a rescue mission.
For someone like Larabeau, preserving the Louvre's legacy is completely non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. Absolutely. The world needs that museum to survive.
Finally, our third topic today. Las Vegas just landed its first ever non-stop flight to Australia. Oh my gosh! Sydney to Vegas? That is a dream route. Sydney, Lisa. Sydney. Right. Sydney. So who is flying this route? Qantas, Australia's biggest airline. They're launching non-stop service from Sydney to Las Vegas starting December 29th.
Just in time for New Year's Eve in Vegas!
Exactly. The flight takes 13 hours and 55 minutes on a Boeing 787-9. Almost 14 hours? What do you even do for 14 hours on a plane? Sleep, watch movies, eat 3 meals, and question every life decision that led you there. Honestly, for Vegas, I would do it. Here's an interesting fact. Las Vegas is now Qantas's 101st destination worldwide and their 6th U.S. city. Wait, 101 destinations? That is a huge airline. It really is. And the reason they chose Las Vegas is the demand from Australian travelers. More than 250,000 Australians visit Las Vegas every single year. 250,000 Aussies in Vegas every year? I love that. Australia is actually the 4th largest source of international visitors to Vegas after Canada, Mexico, and the UK. And until now, they all had to connect through LA or somewhere else? Exactly. So a direct flight is a game changer. No more layovers. For long-distance travelers, a direct flight is absolutely non-negotiable. Layovers are exhausting. Vegas also really needs this. Did you know that visitor numbers to Las Vegas dropped 9% in 2025? 9%? That is a lot for a city that runs on tourism. So, the airport actually offers airlines up to $3 million a year in fee waivers to attract new international routes. $3 million in incentives? They're literally paying airlines to bring tourists. It makes sense, though. Every flight brings hundreds of people who will spend money in the city. Hotels, shows, food, shopping. One flight probably generates way more than 3 million. And Air France is also starting Paris to Vegas flights in April. Vegas is going fully international. I kind of want to book a trip now. See, the power of a non-stop flight.
Angry Italian grandmothers, a museum rescue mission, and Vegas going global. What a Saturday lineup! And they all shared a really interesting thread today. Really? What connects pasta, the Louvre, and Las Vegas? Standards. Each story was about something that cannot be compromised. For the grandmothers, it is the integrity of a simple dish. For the Louvre, it is preserving centuries of art. For Vegas, it is giving travelers the convenience they expect. Wow, you always find the connections. That is actually a great bridge to our keyword. Today's keyword was non-negotiable. It means something that absolutely cannot be changed, lowered, or given up. Like Nana Fina's tomato passata, or the Louvre's security, or a direct flight without layovers. In everyday life, you can use it for anything you refuse to compromise on. My non-negotiable? Sleep. 8 hours minimum. Today's question: which of today's 3 stories made you want to take action the most? For me, I'm looking up flights to Italy right now. I need real pasta in my life. For me, I want to visit the Louvre before the renovation changes everything. That new Mona Lisa room sounds incredible. Let us know your answers in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We're here every single day, 365 days a year. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful Saturday, everyone. Don't forget, some things in life are truly non-negotiable. Bye, everyone. I'm off to find the perfect tomato passata. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.